A former nurse on Long Island was sentenced today for a scheme at the height of the pandemic that involved fake COVID vaccine cards.
CBS 2's Jennifer McLogan was in court where the judge called the woman an opportunistic thief.
For the first time, former nurse practitioner Julie DeVono is speaking publicly since arrested for running $1 million fraudulent COVID vax card scheme.
You do what's right and you suffer the consequences.
DeVono admitted to money laundering and forgery and must perform 840 hours of community service in lieu of jail, probation, and fines. Forfeit $1.2 million, much of it seized in her home in 2021, along with ledgers documenting profits.
My client is the one who basically fell on the sword for everybody.
Her lawyer claims it was government interference with personal liberties that created the climate for fake vaccines.
Anybody in our society had the right to decide for themselves.
The owner of Wild Child Pediatric Healthcare in Amityville charged hundreds for fake shots for adults and children, then falsely reported that to the state while allegedly dumping thousands of scarce vials.
As far as the greed, at that time, the going rate for a COVID card on Long Island was $500.
Laundering the money on a mortgage for her home, which she shared with her husband, an NYPD pilot newly retired. They must give up all firearms. DeVono surrendered her nurse practitioner and registered nurse licenses and agreed to close her pediatric facility, which had been open since her arrest. Supreme Court Justice John Collins admonished her, "You endangered the lives of hundreds, if not thousands. You are an opportunistic thief."
Whatever I do next will be better because it's not in New York.
DeVono and her family have moved to Pennsylvania, but she must report to New York State probation. On Long Island, Jennifer McLogan, CBS 2 News.